Ladies and gentlemen, today is a good day. Do you know why? Because we're reviewing the LEGO Star Wars set number 75337 ATTE Walker. I've been tracking down this set for literal months now. It's recommended for ages 9 and up, and it contains 1,082 pieces. So we have a look at the front of the box. We can see that includes 3 212th Troopers, a clone gunner, Commander Cody, 3 battle droids, a dwarf spider droid, and then the walker itself. On the top of the box, we have a 1:1 scale replica of Cody, and then as we flip the box around, we can see some of the features, like you can take off the cockpit, which is just here. You can fit 3 troopers inside. It's pretty modular, so you can open it all up. The gun rotates. And there's a little handle on the middle. And on this box, there's some little handles on each side with some art there. So, yeah, there's not much else to say. I just really want to get into building. So that's what I'm going to do. The ATTE. Took me about 2.5 hours to complete the building process, and I've got to say this was one of the best building experiences I've had in a long time. So I guess we'll start with the figures. We'll start over here with the 3 battle droids included. They have the chrome guns, and let's be real, the battle droids haven't really changed for something like 8 years, maybe even more. So yeah, then we go to the brand new clone designs for this set. We'll start with the gunner here. The gunner looks beautiful, has a very nice torso print, nice helmet print. The new thing here is the holes that allow for Cody's visor to go on. Nice back printing with like the shoulder pauldron and stuff. He comes with like a little office pistol, something that I associate with officers. And then we'll move on to this 212th Trooper. All the 212th Troopers are the same, except for their weapons, and I'll just show you the face print for all the unnamed clones, which is the regular one introduced with the 501st Battle Pack. They look beautiful. Got the 212th orange markings, scratch marks. I should say Phase 2 212th as well, and the markings. Toe printing, no arm printing, however. No arm printing on any of these figs. Then these ones, they just have the DC-15 sort of builds, the candle pieces on the end of the long rifle. And then what I'd say many have bought this set for, what people have been waiting for years on end, Commander Cody with the orange visor. I mean, good to have like a little antenna. I suppose someone could like tack it on there. Yeah, his helmet is actually more similar to the gunner up top, but more similar to the 212th with the orange markings towards the mouthpiece. He uses the same blaster as that one. Orange arms, got the jetpack printed on. And he also has very similar legs, but slightly different, and a exclusive face print that shows the scars that we see Cody with in Revenge of the Sith, which is wonderful to see. I love this figure. Anyway, we'll move on now to the spider droid, which this is the first spider droid I've ever gotten. I don't know how I feel about it particularly. The legs work well, they're a bit finicky though. As you can see, not all 4 feet is touching the ground right now. I do like the eyes though on the antenna here. These pieces get used a lot throughout the build. I flattened it. Yeah, I do like the spider droid as well with my budding separatist army, which is I think about 12 droids. AAT, Geonosis cannon, and now this. And it also comes with a brick separator. Just so you know, orange goes with the 212. Anyway, let's move on to the ATTE itself. This thing is amazing. So the first thing I'll show off, because I'm going to move it, is the handle in here. So able to lift it up perfectly. And then when you put it down, it kind of just adjusts itself. And the good thing about this is it's very modular. So if I move stuff out of the way for a moment. Sorry. You face this towards me. You can see that by themselves they're very flimsy, leg-wise, but quite sturdy on the ground. We'll start at the top here with the gun. It turns 360, moves up, I'd say about 60 degrees, maybe a lot more, a bit less. Then we'll move down a bit. These four joints can all move. And the cockpit can also come out. You can have one of your drivers, so one of your troopers, drive the ATTE, which is a very nice addition. Just sneak that back in. And the other thing at the front here is you can take out these panels at the front, and lift this part of the gun up. There's a couple little things in here. You got this little spin this around. There's a little rack in there with some thermal detonators printed onto it. Little central baggy area comes out, just kind of sits there. That can house 2 troopers. Then a little bin, which right now I have the spare thermal detonator, spare stud shooter, and something else in there that goes in it. Binoculars, I believe. So that's pretty easy to shut. Just lift that slightly, bends down, then you bring that down. Fits nicely. So spin her around real quick, because this section is modular also. Just lift that out. This bit's a bit finicky to lift off. Easy enough. This is like the generalized area for the troopers to sit in. We got the rear control panel, which controls these 2 guns, which like the front ones can also move. We got a mug of coffee, a fire hydrant, then a gun rack, blaster rack, yeah, lights, yeah, and just to close that, just push these 2 in, lift that up, those 2 click together. I'll just show you the underside briefly. They're pretty well put together. I'll just put some troopers in. I'll cut back in a moment. Alright, I just chucked a couple of figures into the cockpit there. As you can see, a little and the gunner here. Interestingly, the gunner does not have like a stud seat, you just kind of slot him in. And then the weapons are in the little rack in there. I don't know how you can see that. Yeah, that's just in there. Yeah. Another thing that is noteworthy is the lack thereof of stickers. There's only 11 total in the set, which is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a couple on that side, and 1 on the interior of the ship, or Walker. The leg's highly detailed. From what I know, a lot better than the 2013 one. I personally don't own that, but yeah. And obviously, based off Solid Brick Studios' interview with the designers, they only did an episode 3 ATTE just to get this guy made for the fans, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Definitely a great figure to have. And with this set, actually, it completes my Clone Wars display that I've been working on since February. So I'll just show you that completed now. Alright, and here is my completed display, which includes ATTE, Obi-Wan Starfighter, the 501st Battle Pack, the Battle for Geonosis, which I never made a review on, the AAT, like I said, Battle for Geonosis. I also have Yoda there. And just a couple of quick things with the ATT. Probably should have been a spider droid, sorry, crab droid here. We ended up getting a spider droid because, honestly, the crab droid never crossed their minds going to Solid Bricks. And, yeah. Also, I'd like to point out that my Republic Lego stickers were a bit off center. I don't hate it. But yeah, my completed display. I'll keep working on it from time to time, but that's it for now. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. It's my first one in a little while. And if you liked the video, please consider hitting the like button. And if you want to see more of my content, please consider subscribing. I've got a lot of videos on the way, so look forward to that. And yeah, that's all. I'll see you in the next one.